We are back, and today we are creating our first script to start implementing some logic in our game. After the last video where we created our project from scratch and we also configured the target platform, I will paste in the description the link to that video in case you want to see it. We are going to start implementing the logic of our game or app. For that, we will create our first script and we will implement some logic. We will review the different methods we have in Unity to implement this easily. On the one side, first I would like to explain to you and make a suggestion in here, that is, when you are creating your games, it's very important to keep everything organized. So it's important in your assets to create different folders to store everything you will create. For example, we have a folder in here for all the scenes. We are going to create now a folder for all the scripts where we are going to create our first script, and the same you can do for the rest, for animations, for sprites, for plugins, everything. If you organize it well in different folders, it will allow you to easily access and manage them in the future, because the project will keep growing and at the end will be easy for you to manage it if you have a good order inside it. So we will access this new folder we have created and we will create a new script. So right button, we click on create a new C# script. So we will put it a name. So for example, let's call it loading. Imagine this is a script to manage the first screen of our game, that is the loading screen before starting even the main menu. And we are going to do a double click to it. By default, as you know in Unity, because we installed it in 2 videos ago, we will open the Visual Studio, that is the default editor that Unity is using to develop your code. And in here we are going to be able to include all the logic. In this case, in this first script, what we are going to do is something very easy, but also useful. That is when we run the script, we are going to put in the console, we are going to write a log, just a log. We are going to put a message. By default, when you create a script, you can see already some dependencies or libraries from Unity, and you can see some methods are already here. These methods, start and update, are because of this MonoBehaviour that we have in here in our class. So our class loading we have created extends or implements the MonoBehaviour. If we open the documentation of Unity, we can see that this is something that contains multiple methods, awake, start, and update, that are going to be really useful for us to develop the logic of our game. Basically, for you to know, this first method, awake, is run before the initialization. So even before the rest of the code is processed, this will run in the first place. So you can think what you want to do beforehand. So that should be in here before anything starts to load. Second, we have this method, start, that will allow you to run some code, some logic at the beginning, in the first frame of the scene. It's important to mention that both awake and start are run only once. So before initialization and then in the first frame, the code you have in here will run, but then it will not run again. If you need something to be running in a recurring basis, you can use the method update. Update will allow you, it's like a loop, will allow you in every frame to process something. So for example, if you have a timer, you can keep increasing the time every time this function is run. So update is going to be really useful to keep all the time checking if anything is happening in the game, or increasing the time, or different functionalities you can implement that are useful. But this is not everything about the MonoBehaviour. MonoBehaviour also contains more methods that you can explore by yourself if you want, as for example the method onEnable. So once the script is enabled, that method will run, or onDisable. Once the script is disabled, that method will run. Okay, you can see here onDisable, onEnable. There are multiple methods, but in this video we are going to show just how start and update are working. What we will do is, inside the start method, we are going to put just this line of code, Debug.Log, and we are going to show a message in the console. So it will be show this message on start. Okay. Then on the one side and the other side, we will put also a message in the case of update. This message, as you know, will be shown multiple times because update is running in every frame, as you can see. So every frame, it will put and print this message in the console. So we will see a lot of them. So show this on update. Once we have the changes implemented, we can just click on File, Save. The changes will be imported in Unity. As you can see here, all the scripts are reloading and the Unity is getting the changes, synchronizing between Visual Studio and Unity. Once we have everything, we are ready. We can go to the console, this tab, to see the content we are going to see now, and we can just run the game. In these options, we can run, pause the game. So we are going to start. The simulation will start. Oh, well, yeah, for sure. We have forgot to do one thing, that is, this script right now is not in our scene, so it's not going to be run. We need, on the left side, to create a new empty object, okay? This will be the loading controller. So this is just an empty object, doesn't contain anything, any text, any image, anything. It's just so we can include in here our script and that it runs in runtime, basically. We will go to Project, Scripts. We will select this loading controller empty object, and we are going to just drag and drop our script here. We can also find it in here, okay? But yeah, drag and drop also works, so let's do it. We have those two ways to do this. Now, yes, now we can save our scene where we only have this script that is going to run, and we'll do the actions we have implemented. In the start, we'll show a message, and in update, we'll show messages all the time. I will stop this. As you can see, it's showing more than 1000 messages because, yeah, every frame, the method update is writing in the console a new line. Show this on update, show this on update. But if we go to the beginning, we scroll up, we will see that at the beginning also the other message was shown in here. Show this message on start. This is done only once, and then show on update. Every frame we have pasted, we have printed in the console this message as we wanted in here. Okay, we can collapse to see and to verify that only one message of this kind has been created on start, but 3000 of update in just a few seconds have happened. We can just clear this for next time we run and stop the simulation. So this is how easily you can create your first script, and you can put in there some logic. So in next videos, we will show more advanced features about Unity. But for starting, I think these 3 videos we have been doing during these weeks are very useful. So hope you be here the next videos. Thank you so much for seeing, and hope you have a nice day. Bye bye. Thank you.